welcome back to the Garden of Reading, you guys. I have in store for you another lovely book haul, and I cannot wait. And in honor of the holidays, I have my beautiful pink Christmas tree lit up behind me. It is so cute. I love it so much. If you missed out on my bookshelf organization video of me reorganizing my entire library, putting together this beautiful tree, lighting it up with lights and ornaments, I will leave a link down below. You definitely don't want to miss it. So much fun, so much inspiration and motivation, and just fun to watch, honestly. I mean, I had fun filming it for you guys. Yes, I'm back with another book haul, and you guys, I'm excited. I'm excited. It literally feels like Christmas. If you watched my bookshelf organization video that I recently posted, then you would know that I have boxes and stacks and stacks and stacks of books, of hauls to do with you guys, and I have accumulated so many books over the last few months. It is mind-blowing. It is crazy. Some of you might actually call me crazy, but I don't mind it. I'm a book collector, I'm a book lover, I'm all things bookish, and it's what makes me happy, and I'd rather be addicted to books than anything else any day. Yes, and coffee. So today I have a lovely book haul to do with you guys from various different sources. I've got some books from Amazon, I have some from Thriftbooks, PangoBooks, a new subscription service that I'm trying out called Second Chapter Crate, and then I also have a little bag here from a local bookstore from Aurora Grande in the San Luis Obispo area called Monarch Books. That is definitely way overdue because I bought those books, I want to say, when did I buy those? I think I bought that at like the beginning of this year, like in like March, and I'm barely now doing a haul on it in December. So yeah, I have so many books to show you guys, and I honestly don't even remember what I bought in most of these boxes, so it's definitely going to be like Christmas to me, and yeah, it's going to be so much fun. So come along, grab your coffee, and you guys, today I'm having the cinnamon roll coffee. It is so good. So good. It's by Cinnabon, so the cinnamon roll K-Cups. I wish I would have found these sooner. So good. It gives that little hint of cinnamon to it, and it's just so good. I paired it with French vanilla creamer, but I do know that they also have a Cinnabon coffee creamer that I would like to get my hands on. I've tried it before. My sister absolutely loves that creamer. So I did let my sister know about the coffee because I know she would absolutely love it, but you guys, it is so good. But I just paired some French vanilla creamer with mine, and it's still really, really good. I topped it with some sugar-free Cool Whip. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is the holidays. I'm excited. As you know, Christmas is one of my favorite times of the year, along with a lot of other people around the world. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. Let's see all the books that I have accumulated. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I feel like a little kid on Christmas opening up some gifts. Okay, so the first two I'll just go ahead and show you since they're already opened. I have Throttled, the Dirty Air series, book 1 by Lauren Asher. I've heard really good things about this author. I have not read any stories by this author, but I have heard really good things. And when I seen this, I actually haven't heard of anyone reading this book or any reviews on it or anything, so I kind of went into this blind. And the reason why I picked this up is because this was on sale for like $3 and some change on Amazon, and I'm not going to beat a price like that for a book. So I picked it up, and no, I did not read the back. I did not read the description. I literally bought it blind because it was $3 and some change. Horrible, I know, but honestly, it sounds so good. I believe this is like a race car romance with some spice in it, so I'm here for it. I want to say that it's basically about this girl and her brother. I think her brother is like going to the championships for like racing cars, and his best friend or his enemy or something, and of course she starts falling for his enemy, and yeah, it just sounds so good. So I have Throttled here. Here's the spine, if it'll focus for you guys. I don't know, my camera's being so weird lately, but anywho, it sounded really good. And then another book that I picked up, I didn't get this from Amazon, I actually got it from my local grocery store. I've said this time and time again, but my local grocery store, Winco, has like a bargain box of books from time to time, and all of their books are anywhere from $3 to $5. They have Ellen Hilderbrand, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing her name, but this is Endless Summer, Stories from Days That Last Forever, and when I seen this, I just had to snag it because I have picked up a couple other books from her, and my husband actually got me a few. I have the Hotel Nantucket. My husband got me that one, and I have another one. I forgot which one it is. I want to say it's The Perfect Couple, or is it The Perfect Couple? No, I think it has something to do with The Perfect Couple that's like on Netflix. It's like a Netflix show. I do have another one somewhere. I'm just not sure where it's at. But I will find it nonetheless. But anyways, I seen this and I instantly grabbed it. And so I believe this is like a short story collection. And I believe all of the short stories in here correspond with certain books that she's made. Let me see here. Yes, so this first one is called The Surfing Lesson, and it says read with Beautiful Day. So you would read this. I'm not sure if you read it before. Yes, it says a prequel. So you would read this before you read Beautiful Day. And I just thought this is so cool. I've never seen anything like this. And I've been wanting to dive into Hildebrand's work. I've heard so many good things about her work. I have heard that she's actually more of like a old person author. I don't mean to say that, but that is what I've heard. I mean, there are a few other authors out there that make so many books, like Nora Roberts, Daniel Steele, Stephen King. I mean, I feel like those are authors that are just continuously making books. Like, they literally have the mind of a genius. And, you know, it's kind of like Nicolas Cage. He's in a lot of freaking movies, right? Right. And so I've heard a lot of good things about her. I feel like she's coming to light now, and I really want to dive into some of her work. I love me a good romance. And so, yeah, this one says The Tailgate, so you're supposed to read this one with the matchmaker and so on and so forth throughout the rest of the short stories in this book. So I thought that was going to be really fun and cozy to pair these with the actual books themselves. Now, I have not read a single book by this author, but I definitely plan to. So, especially because one of her books actually got made into a Netflix original series, and me and my sister want to watch that, and I was like, let's read the book first because it's actually a book. So yeah, anyways, I got this one from my local grocery store, and I got it for $3.98. Can you guys see that? $3.98. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. Okay, so the next two I've actually already opened because I could not help myself, but I'm really excited for these two. So this one is actually going to be on my winter reads list, and if you're watching this, then I'm pretty sure, almost 100% positive, that my winter reads is up. So I will link it down below. Go and check it out for all of the books that I picked out over the winter season. You guys, you're not going to want to miss it. I picked out some really good cozy books for the winter season, and I'm excited. I'm going to be doing my winter reads over the span of 3 months. I did that for my fall reads, and I'm also going to do it for my winter reads. So my winter reads is going to span over the course of December, January, and February. And I picked up this book for my winter reads. It's called Sleigh Bells and Slaughter by Alina Jacobs. Christmas needs a little spooky, a holiday cozy romantic mystery. Yes. And look at this cover. So pretty. So pretty, giving all the vibes for Christmas. And not only are we going to get a romance, we're also getting a mystery in this. Love it. Love it. So why don't I just read you guys the blurb so you can see why I picked up this book, you guys. Okay, Slaughter, you say? Well, you'd be ready to rampage too if you had to listen to Jingle Bell Rock for the 11,000th time. Christmas is bad enough with all the music, frantic shopping sprees, and holiday parties. So many parties. With people you couldn't stand in high school and definitely can't stand now. Top of the list? Patty Harrison. She made my teen years miserable, and now that we're adults, she's trying to get me banned from the Christmas market. Even so, I'm not going to admit literal murder. But when Patty is found dead in the fiery inferno of my shed, I'm not going to pretend to be sad about it. Just because I look like Wednesday Addams' cooler, more dangerous older sister, everyone assumed I did it, including Captain Luke Reynolds, the firefighter tasked with solving the mystery of the arson and murder. I have more self-respect than to drool over a man who's convinced I'm a murderer. Too bad my only alibi is my cat, Salem. Love it. I've always wanted to get a black cat and call it Salem. So cute. And he's not talking. I'm not inviting Luke over for milk and cookies to appeal to his protective nature and beg for help. Nope, I'm oiling up my brass knuckles, clearing my name, then retreating to my witchy cottage to wait out the Yuletide season. But what if I end up in the real killer's lair? All the better. Christmas needs a little spooky, and what better way than solving a murder? Does that not sound good? Does that not sound good? So, for my winter reads, I definitely wanted to pick up Christmas books. I definitely wanted some festive, Christmassy books, but I didn't want to just read romance. Like, that would have honestly been so boring to me. I am a mood reader, so there's no way in heck that I'm literally just going to sit here and just read one genre for the entire season. I'm not doing that. So I was like, you know what? Let me pick up some like regular Christmassy romance books, and then I also picked up some murder mystery Christmassy books. I also picked up another one. That is in another one of my hauls. I'll link that one down below in case you want to check that one out. That was a huge haul, you guys. A huge haul. So definitely check that one out, you guys, for all of your bookshelf inspiration. But anyways, you guys, this just sounded really, really good. Coffee break. Coffee break, because this is too good to let it go cold. Yes. I really need one of those mugs that self-heats itself. I love that. I really need one of those. Okay, next package from Amazon that I already opened is, I cannot believe this. So if you missed out on my fall reads, I will also link that down below. I really don't feel like I picked out books just for the fall season. I picked out books that you can read year round. So if you're looking for book recommendations for what book that you should pick up next, check it out. I'll link it down below. But I read the entire Housemaid series for my fall reads, and chef's kiss, you guys. Freida McFadden is a freaking genius, and I'm pretty sure she topped my list of favorite all-time thriller authors because she's amazing. Hands down amazing. Anyways, I was surfing on Amazon because of like their Black Friday deals and all that for book deals, and I seen this and I was like, no freaking way. No freaking way this is real, because I've never heard of it. I've never heard anyone talk about it. I think it just got released. I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered it. But this is The Housemaid's Wedding by Freida McFadden, a short story. Come on. I was blown away when I seen this. I was like, is this real? Is this really for real? I cannot believe it. And it is such a little book. Like, it really is a short story, but I'm excited. I'm so excited because in the third book, she's married now and she has kids. And it's kind of like between the second and the third book, you kind of don't even get that story as to what happened between her and Enzo and getting married and having kids and everything like that. So this book kind of dives into that so we don't miss out on that part. So it says, today is supposed to be the happiest day of my life. I'm engaged to the man of my dreams, and in a few short hours I'm going to stand before a judge who will declare us husband and wife till death do us part. Despite some bumps in the road, this day is everything I dreamed it would be. There's only one problem. Someone out there doesn't want me to live long enough to say my vows, and if I'm not careful, they may very well get their wish. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. I cannot believe she made this, and her dedication says, this one is for all my readers. Somehow you got me to write 4 of these. I love it. I love it so much. So she has a list of all of the books that she's ever written. I do have quite the stack of Freida McFadden books. I don't even know if you guys can see it. You can't see it from here. It's right here. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 8th book that I have by her. So the Housemaid series was so good. I had to pick up a few other books by her, but oh my gosh, this is so good. So she does say that she wrote this as a short story to fill in the long gap between book 2 and 3. So you're supposed to read this either in between book 2 and 3 or after book 3, and I didn't find out about this until after I read book 3. So I'm pretty sure I put this on my winter reads. So anyways, I had to pick that up. That is so awesome. And it was only like $4, you guys. $4, which it is a really thin book. So, I mean, I get it. Now I'm going to move on to all the books that I picked up from Thriftbooks. I bought these books so long ago. So long ago, like so long ago. So the first 2 that I picked up is from the Twisted Tale series. These are books that I have been wanting to pick up forever, so I finally got around to getting a couple on my hands, and that is A Whole New World, A Twisted Tale by Liz Braswell. What if Aladdin had never found the lamp? I love it. So we're getting some Disney retellings, and I love Disney so much, you guys. So I definitely wanted to get my hands on these. Now, Thriftbooks does sell used books, and I'm not picky when it comes to used books, but you guys, look at my spine. Oh my gosh, can you guys see that? It is not focusing. Focus! Yes, there's a huge rip here, and they're supposed to be the Disney castle, so I mean, it's not that bad because you can still see the castle. The castle's in purple, but then you just have like this really big rip up top of it, and I was just like, why? Why? I'm literally getting spoiled with all of my special edition books. I didn't start getting into special edition books until the beginning of January 2024, and so before I really wouldn't care about getting a beat up book, but now that I'm like so spoiled with special edition books, I'm just like, oh my gosh. I mean, look. But honestly, I really don't care. It's okay because it just goes to show how well it was loved and the history and the story of its journey getting into my lovely hands. So anyways, I have this one, and then I also picked up the Once Upon a Dream, A Twisted Tale by Liz Brazen. What if the Sleeping Beauty never woke up? Oh my goodness. So I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about these books. I've heard really good things about them, and then I've also heard that they were a letdown for others who said that they were a complete letdown and just kind of like rambling on. So I'm just gonna find out for myself. I'm a huge Disney lover, and I'm a lover of retellings, and I love fairy tale retellings. So when I seen that they have Disney retellings, I was like, yes, give me. So these are gonna be fun. So I finally got the first two in the collection, but there are other ones. There's As Old as Time, which is about Beauty and the Beast. You have Reflection, that is about Mulan. Part of Your World, which is Ariel. Mirror Mirror, which is Snow White, and there's lots of other ones as well, but these are just the first two in the series that I picked up, and I cannot wait to dive into these. Okay, moving on to all of my thrift book packages. I honestly don't even know what are in these, but they are opened. I did open them when I got them, but I got them months and months and months ago, so I have no clue what's even inside of them. Okay. Okay. So I think these are all of my Jasmine Guillory books because I read The Wedding Date by her, and oh my gosh, I fell in love with those characters so hard, and I mean so hard. I was so sad when I was done reading that book that I instantly went on Thriftbooks and started looking to see if she had any other books, and come to find out that book is an entire world, an entire series, and I was like, no freaking way. So I literally bought the entire series. I did, and I want to say there's like 5 or 6 books in that series. But each book can be read as a standalone. You don't have to read it in order. But even when books can be read as standalones, I still like to read them in order. I'm just like that. But anyway, so this is The Royal Holiday, A Charming Tale of Love, a Shining Jewel Worthy of a Queen's Crown. So pretty and definitely festive for the holiday season. I don't know if I'll be picking this one up for my winter reads. I highly doubt it, just because I already have some romance Christmassy books in the works, but you never know, it could end up there. And so this one follows, every book follows a different character from the first book, and obviously them falling in love with someone and their trials and tribulations through that. So I love that so much. So we have Royal Holiday. Let's see what this one is. Ooh, so cute. We have Party of Two by Jasmine Guillory. A chance meeting with a handsome stranger turns into a whirlwind affair that gets everyone talking. Look how pretty this is, giving fireworks Independence Day vibes. Love it. So all of these are romance books. I'm not going to dive into what the books are about, just because, yeah, they're all gonna follow. They're all gonna follow characters from the first book, The Wedding Date. Do I have that book on hand somewhere so I can show you guys? Yes, right up here. This is The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory, you guys. If you guys love romance, if you love a fake dating trope, a fake wedding date trope, this is the book for you. I promise you, you're not going to be disappointed. It does have a little bit of spice in it. Just a little bit. I'd give it maybe like I'd give them 2 chili peppers out of 5 chili peppers. It has a little bit of spice in it, so fair warning there. Okay, so we have the wedding party. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm loving the pink. Beautiful, beautiful. It says Maddie and Theo have 2 things in common. 1, Alexa is their best friend. 2, they hate each other. Of course they do. Of course they do. This one is while we were dating. Oh, I love the color scheme and the artwork on these books. It is so pretty. It says 2 people realize that it's no longer an act when they veer off script in this sizzling romantic comedy. Oh my gosh. Reeling me in. Reeling me in. And this is the proposal. Not everybody wants one. Oh. When someone asks you to spend your life with him, it shouldn't come as a surprise or happen in front of 45,000 people. So based on the baseball cap, I'm going to say maybe he asks her to marry him at a baseball game. Love it. So cute. I don't know which order these books go in, but I will figure that out later. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at the color scheme on these books. Beautiful. So we have, yes, 6 in this series. And I believe I bought all of the books in the series. So love that for me. Love that for me. Coffee break. Coffee break, because this coffee is just so good, you guys. Okay, moving on. Let's go ahead and do my book that I got from Monarch Books. The bag is beat up on the back, but this is the bookstore. Yep. And like I said, I bought these books when we went on our Pismo trip, I think for like a week. I will link down below my family YouTube channel. If you aren't already following me over there, I will link it down below. Head on over there and subscribe. I'll link down below my vlogs that we did for that week when I went and picked up these books. So much fun. So we ended up staying, I think, for like a week. We stayed in Pismo, and then, no, I think we stayed in Grover Beach, and then we went and stayed in Aurora Grande, and they had like this super cute old downtown area, and they had a bookstore, and of course, you know, I had to go inside. The books were a little pricey, I'm not gonna lie, but they had a small little used section, and you best believe your girl was over there looking, and I found some good books. I found some good books there. I think the receipt is still in here, so I can actually show you guys. Let me see. Yes, the receipt is still in here. I got a sticker from them. It's kind of all wrinkled now because it's literally been sitting corner with a bunch of other stacks of books, so it got a little wrinkled, but that's okay. It also came with a bookmark. It says, "A room without books is like a body without a soul." Love it, love it, love it. So I got a free bookmark. If you are in the San Luis Obispo area, I do highly recommend checking it out. It is a really cute store, and it's just a cute little local bookstore, and I love going and checking out bookstores whenever we travel places. It is one of my favorite things to do. So the first book here, oh my gosh, yes, I forgot that I bought this book. This is The Appeal by Janice Hallett. 1 murder, 15 suspects. Can you uncover the truth? Oh my gosh, when I seen this, I fell in love because I believe this is like a series of letters and text messages, and the entire book is literally in letter and text message and email form. And so there's 15 suspects and 1 murder, obviously, and I just feel like this is going to be a really fun, cozy time, and I just feel like it's so different from other murder mystery thriller books that I've ever read, especially with it being in email and text messages and letter form. I just thought that was very unique, so I definitely had to pick it up. I got this book for $9.50. It is originally $18.99, you guys, so that is a complete steal in my eyes. So I had to pick this up. There are some other books by this author that I actually want to pick up. I've heard really good things about this author, so I'm excited to dive in. Next in this bag, wait, do I have this one? Okay, no, I was looking for this earlier. So I did my bookshelf organization video today, and I made a section for all of my Mary Kay Andrews books, and I was looking for this one and I couldn't find it, but here it is sitting in this bag, and that is The Newcomer by Mary Kay Andrews. Could this fish out of water be in too deep? Ah, so cute. I've heard so many good things about this author. I have yet to read a book by this author, but it's definitely on my bucket list of books to read. I already have 3 books by this author. So I have this one, I have The Saint, and The Homewreckers. So this one, Is this the one? Yeah, I think this one is the one that's about this lady. I think her sister died, or her sister was murdered, or her sister is missing or something like that. And her sister like left behind like a note and a hotel key or something like that. So she takes her niece and they run off to this hotel. I think they're on the run from her ex. I think her sister's ex might have been like abusive or like a really bad guy or something. And so they're on the run, they're staying at this hotel, and I think she starts to fall in love with someone that works at the hotel, or a police officer, one or the other. And I think there's just like some suspicions going on, and it just sounded really, really good. This one was also used. This one was $9 and is originally priced at $17.99. So also a good steal, because honey, your girl's not paying $18 for a book unless I absolutely have to. So I picked up that one, and then the last book in this bag is The Mermaid, the Witch, and the Sea by Maggie Takuta Hall. So pretty. Look at this book, you guys. I was just captured by this. I also love fantasy books, so when I seen this, I had to pick it up. So they're on a ship. I don't remember to where, but I just remember that the crew members and the captain, I think, are like evil, or at least the captain is. And so the two main pirates that are on this ship, they start to fall in love with each other, and I think they're trying to like get off the ship or something like that. I could be completely wrong, but that is kind of what I remember from it, and it just sounded good to me. This one was a steal. It was on sale for $5.50. It was originally $10.99. Love when I get some good books for really good prices. So yeah, those are the books that I got from Monarch Books. And you guys, a little seashell fell out of this bag. How stinking cute. Oh my gosh, let me see if I can focus this for you guys. This is the cutest thing. It's a little baby seashell. I cannot believe that was in there. And honestly, I remember my husband actually found this and was like, look, I found a little baby seashell. Maybe you could decorate it on your shelf. He is so cute. So cute. So yes, I'll put that on my shelf. I'll put it right up here. Okay, so that is everything from that little local bookstore. Coffee break. There's 2 more boxes. So this box is actually from Pango Books. I've raved about Pango Books time and time again here on my channel, but I love Pango Books. I love Pango Books so much. Pango Books is a site where you can sell new and used books, and I love Pango Books so much. They usually have so many good books on there, and I find a lot of people who sell books at really great, reasonable prices. And so I bought this box like months and months ago. So I honestly don't even remember what's even in this box, and I'm excited. I'm excited, you guys. Okay, so the first book that I'm seeing here is Long Live the Pumpkin Queen by Shay Earnshaw. This is a Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas story. And you guys, I remember when I picked this up, I was like, no way. I didn't even know this existed. And I mean, come on. The nightmare didn't end after Christmas. I love it. I love it. And so not much to really say here. I wish I would have remembered that I had this, because I definitely would have picked this up for my fall reads, but that's okay. Maybe next season. Okay, so I have that one. Ooh, The Magician's Daughter by H.G. Perry. Such a pretty cover. Such a pretty, pretty cover. I don't even know what this one is about. A young woman is caught between two worlds in H.G. Perry's spellbinding tale of miracles, magic, and an island that might have been. Ooh, I'm not going to go too much into detail, but I'm pretty sure this is a fantasy book, and I love fantasy. Okay, what else do we have? Ooh, The Beautiful Ones by Silvia Moreno Garcia. New York Times bestselling author of Mexican Gothic. So Mexican Gothic is another book that I've heard so many good things about that I definitely want to get my hands on. But this is also another book that I have been wanting to read. And you guys, the cover is stunning. It is so beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So let's read this one, because I honestly forgot what this is about. They are the beautiful ones. I'm going to butcher these names, and I apologize in advance. Losel's most notable socialites, and this spring is Nina's chance to join their ranks, courtesy of her well-connected cousin and his calculating wife. But the grand season has just begun, and already Nina's debut has gone disastrously awry. So we're getting like Bridgerton type vibes. I love it. She has always struggled to control her telekinesis. Neighbors call her the Witch of Old House, and the haphazard manifestations of her powers make her the subject of malicious gossip. So we're getting some fantasy thrown in here. Love it. When entertainer Hector Auvray arrives to town, Nina is dazzled. A telekinetic like her, he has traveled the world performing his talents for admiring audiences. He sees Nina not as a witch, but ripe with potential to master her power under his tutelage. With Hector's help, Nina's talent blossoms, as does her love for him. But great romances are for fairy tales, and Hector is hiding a truth from Nina and himself that threatens to end their courtship before it truly begins. This literally sounds like a freaking movie come to life. I love it. It sounds so good. And not only are we getting like this historical romance, Bridgerton type era vibes, we're also throwing a little bit of fantasy in here. So I'm really intrigued to read about this. I don't think I've actually read anything that combines those two worlds, so I'm really excited about that. Okay, what else is in here? Oh, yes, A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. This is a Hades and Persephone retelling. As she struggles to sow the seeds of her freedom, love for the god of the dead grows, and it's forbidden. You guys, anything that is Hades and Persephone, I'm reading it. Yes, so I don't even need to say any more about this book. We have a retelling on the Hades and Persephone, and I'm here for it. I want to say that there's maybe more than one of these books, but I'm not too sure. I'll have to look into that. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Okay, next book, The Book of Night by Holly Black. I have heard so many good things about this book, and I'm definitely late to the game on this because I know a lot of people have read this, but I don't care. I will literally read backlisted books. I don't care. I am not one to have to read all of the newly released books right when they get released. I read it on my own terms. Same things with movies. Like, I still haven't watched the Barbie movie, and that came out how long ago? Yeah, I'm never up to date on anything. I do it at my leisure. I do it on my own time. Charlie Hall has never found a lock she couldn't pick, a book she couldn't steal, or a bad decision she wouldn't make. So I'm not going to go too into depth on this because I'm sure a lot of people already have read this book or they already know what this book is about, but I've heard so many good things about Holly Black, and I definitely had to get my hands on this. And I completely forgot that I bought this book, so I'm excited. I'm excited for like every single book that I buy, you guys, but I mean, I really, really am. What is going on with this book? Why is it so weird? Okay, so I have Ink Blood Sisters Scribe by Emma Tors. Not sure if I pronounced that right. Look at this color. It is so pretty, so pretty. So let's see. In this spellbinding debut novel, two estranged half-sisters tasked with guarding their family's library of magical books must work together to unravel a deadly secret at the heart of their collection, a tale of familial loyalty and betrayal and the pursuit of magic and power. Yes, so I remember this. I'm not sure. So they work at what, like a bookshop? They work at their family's library and they're in charge of the books. I'm sure there are lots of things going to go wrong, especially with a magical library. So love this. Love, love, love. Okay, what else do we have? The Kinder Poison by Natalie May. A girl destined to die. A weapon more powerful than any blade. I do not even remember picking up this book, but I'm loving the purple color. Oh my gosh, what is this one about? I have no idea, but I'm sure it's fantasy. And I have The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. No, I have not read this book yet, but I have heard so many good things about Ali Hazelwood. I have actually only read one book by Ali Hazelwood, and it is the one book that is different from all the rest. Now, Ali Hazelwood writes romance books, I believe, but she did come out with a paranormal fantasy romance, which is Bride, that involves werewolves and vampires, and that is the first book that I ever read by her. I wouldn't say that I was captivated by that story. I want to say I either gave it a 3 or a 4-star rating. I read that for, I think, my summer reads. I either read it for my spring or my summer reads this year, and I wasn't super blown away by it. I felt like I didn't start getting more engrossed in the book until halfway through, but it was okay. So I do want to try out her actual like romance books that she's known for, and I know The Love Hypothesis is one of her most favorited and most popular books, so I had to pick this one up. And then the last book in this box, you guys, I completely forgot I bought this. This is Fairy Tale by Stephen King. Yes, so this is my second Stephen King book that I own. I have never read a single book by this author. Yes, I know. I know, it is so sad. I have watched a lot of the movie adaptations, but I have not read a single book by this author. So he can be a little intriguing. His books can be very long and lengthy and lots of words on the pages, so this is going to be interesting. So this one says, Stephen King goes into the deepest well of his imagination in this spellbinding novel about a boy who inherits the keys to a parallel world where good and evil are at war, and the stakes could not be higher for that world or ours. It sounds so good. So the only other book that I own by Stephen King, my husband actually bought me as a just because gift, and I believe that was Holly by Stephen King. So Stephen King is definitely on my bucket list of authors to read, and I will get there eventually. I would love to do a vlog on reading Stephen King for the first time. I feel like that would be so much fun. So I don't know if my winter reads will be able to have Stephen King on the list. I highly doubt it, but definitely in the future. For sure. Okay. I'm going to clean up all of this trash, you guys. Next box is something different and something new to me that I have never done before or bought before. I actually seen Sarah open up one of these boxes and I was so intrigued. I will leave a link down below to her channel if you'd like to check her out. I absolutely love her work over on her channel, so definitely check her out. But I seen her unbox one of these and I was like, whoa, hold up, wait a second. Let me go online and look up this second chapter crate and see what this is all about, because she got so many good books in her box. And so essentially this is second chapter crate and it's a mystery box, you guys. They have, I think, 3 or 4 different types of subscriptions. I got the 7-book subscription, so you can get 7 books, I think, for like $29, or you can get 10 books for, I think, $40. And then they have, I think it's 18 books for like $79. I wanted to do the 18 book. You know me. You know I love my books. I wanted to do the 18 one, but I honestly could not commit to $80 plus shipping and handling. So I just went with the cheapest option, which was these 7 books for $29, and I'm excited. So when you sign up, they have you tell them what type of genres you are into, and they will pack a mystery bundle for you guys. I don't remember where they're based. I want to say they're from Canada. I don't know why. I could be totally wrong about that, but I want to say that they're from Canada, and they do have an actual store where they are based at, but I don't have a store near me or anywhere close to me, so I just went ahead and ordered a subscription box from them. And so I told them that I like historical romance, thrillers, murder mysteries, middle grade reads, children's books, elementary books, romance, fantasy, vampires, yada yada yada. And so the more that you go into depth and detail on letting them know the types of genres of books you like, the better your box is going to be curated towards you. So I'm excited, you guys. I have my scissors here, and I honestly don't know what to expect. This box did come rather late. I ordered this box in October and it didn't come until pretty much the end of November, but that is because there was a port strike going on. So yeah, this ended up being my November subscription. The guy did tell me that I won't be charged for November because this is basically like my November subscription since I didn't receive it in October. I'm excited. I really hope we get some good reads in here. When Sarah opened her box, she got so many good reads. She even got a few popular newly released books, which is amazing. And then I'm pretty sure all of the books are secondhand books. So let's dig in. Let's dig in. I am excited. Okay, so it looks like we have some paper on top. So I'm just going to go into this blind without looking, and I'm just going to pull books out. Like, how much fun is it to just have a mystery box of books, not even knowing what's inside? I love that for me. I love that for me so much. So fingers crossed that I get some good books in here. Okay, first one. H.B. Henderson Boys by Grey Wolves by Robert Muchamore, author of the best-selling Shrub series. Free book. Oh, I guess they gave me, oh yeah, I think that's right. I think you get a free book with your first box. So maybe there's 8 books in here because it says free book, second chapter there at the top. Do you guys see that? Yeah, I guess I'll be reading the blurbs for you guys for this box since some of these books I may have never heard of. So it says Spring 1941. German submarines are prowling the North Atlantic, sinking ships filled with the food, fuel, and weapons that Britain needs to survive. With the Royal Navy losing the war at sea, 6 young agents must sneak into Nazi-occupied Europe and sabotage a submarine base on France's western coast. If the submarines aren't stopped, the British people will starve. For official purposes, these children do exist. Wow, okay, so it says not suitable for younger readers. #1 bestseller. Wow, I have never heard of this book at all. It looks like this author has quite a few books written. Now, I will say this. I'm not much of like a war book reader. So I don't know if I'll actually dive into this book. I feel like this is a little bit of a letdown, but I am open to reading new genres, but I don't know. I feel like this is going to be at the back of my list, at the back burner. If anything, I'll probably end up unhauling this book and giving it to a free little library, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I do have like an Anne Frank book here, which I absolutely love reading anything of Anne Frank. And I also, the movie, The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, is that's what it's called? I know there's a book on it. I definitely want to pick up the book as well, but oh my gosh, that story is just so sad. But yeah, I'm not really big on war books, maybe because I put historical books, but I'm pretty sure I put historical romance books, and there's definitely no romance in this book. So that one's kind of a letdown, but that's okay. Let's see what's next. Let's see what is next. Oh, what is this? Oh, we get some type of poster. It says, welcome to the family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are absolutely thrilled to have you join our community of passionate readers. Thank you for choosing us to be a part of your literary journey. Each book in this box has been carefully selected to bring you joy, inspire imagination, and fill your days with wonderful stories. With heartfelt gratitude, the second chapter crate team. So cute. The back says, earn rewards. So your first box, yes, you get a free book, which was already added to the box, which was this one. So maybe that's why they threw this one in here, because it was free. I'm assuming because, yeah, I did not put historical or war books. I put historical romance. So maybe that's why, because this was the free book. In your third box, you get a metal bookmark. Your 5th box, you get scrapbook supplies. Your 7th box, you get 2 tote bags. Your 9th box, you get a handmade journal. And your 12th box, a super secret personal item. Must be consecutive, so you can't cancel or pause your plan, otherwise you'll be reset to your rank to box 1. I love that. I love that so much. Oh my gosh, I'm definitely keeping this because all of those items sound lovely. Okay. Oh, they wrapped them. It kind of got a little bit damaged, but let me pull it out. Oh my gosh, you guys. How cute. They wrapped it up. This is so cute. Okay, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so yes, these are the books that I put the types of genres that I like. So I'm hoping to see some really good books in this pile because, yeah, I think maybe because this was the free book that they just threw it in there, because this definitely wasn't a genre that I let them know that I liked. So fingers crossed, you guys. Okay, let me see if I could just like pull the string. No, I'm gonna have to cut it. So let me use my scissors to cut. Okay, I kind of want to go into this blind. Okay, let's see. Ooh, The Reader on the 627. Interesting. By Jean-Paul Didier-Laurent? I'm sorry, I know I mispronounced that. But here's our book. I love the colors. Okay, let's see what this is about. Love is a journey. I'm so gonna mess up this, and I'm sorry. Guyleen Vignoles lives on the edge of existence. Working at a book pulping factory in a job he hates, he has but one pleasure in life. Sitting on the 6:27 train each day, Guyleen recites aloud to a rapt audience from pages he has saved from the jaws of the pulping machine. But it is when he discovers the diary of a lonely young woman, Julie, a woman who feels as lost in the world as he does, that his journey will truly begin. That sounds so good. Oh my gosh, he works at a factory that destroys books. What? Is that even a thing? Is that a thing? Okay. Oh my gosh, this sounds so good. And it's honestly a really easy read. Super easy read and super simple chapters as well. So this is exciting. This sounds like a really cozy train ride book, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We're also matching the vibes of my nails. Also love that. So I would say so good so far. Okay, let's see what's next. This is so much fun, you guys. I wish I had got the biggest box that they have. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. Okay, next. Gray Mountain by John Grisham. This author sounds really familiar. The best thriller writer alive. Okay, so we have a thriller. Real law in a lawless place. Interesting. I feel like I've heard about this author, but I can't think of any books that come to mind right off the bat. Okay, let's see. Donovan Gray is ruthless and fearless, just the kind of lawyer you need, deep in small-town Appalachia. Samantha Kofer is a world away from her former life at New York's biggest law firm. If she is going to survive in coal country, she needs to start learning fast. Because, as Donovan knows only too well, the mountains have their own laws, and standing up for the truth means putting your life on the line. Interesting. Okay. Not sure what I think about, like, lawyer thrillers. I feel like that might be a little bit boring. So hopefully they don't use too many like lawyer terms, because I'm not about that. But I'll definitely give it a try. I love thriller books. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look up this author because I feel like I've heard of this author before. So I'm gonna have to look him up. But yeah. Didn't really give too much information. Like, do they kill people in the mountains or something? I don't know, and they can, like, get away with it. Who freaking knows? But the only thing I would say that I'm not really caring for here is the lawyer aspect. I have read books where lawyers are present, and some of them can be very good, but some of them can also be too boring when they use too much lawyer vocabulary that nobody even knows what it means. So I'm hoping that this book is not like that. Okay, moving on. Let's see what else we have. Okay. Ooh, a Nora Roberts book, Holding the Dream, book 2 in the Dream trilogy. Ooh, okay, such a pretty cover, giving spring vibes. Okay, orphaned at an early age, Kate Powell has always worked hard, determined to prove herself to the aunt and uncle who raised her. But when she is wrongly accused of fraud, her whole world falls apart. I don't want to read too much more since this is book 2 in the Dream trilogy, and I want to say that I have seen the first book in this trilogy, but I don't remember the name of it. And I have never read a book by Nora Roberts, at least not that I know of. So I'm happy to get a book by Nora Roberts. I want to say I have another book somewhere in my collection by her, but I'm not sure. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's just a book that I actually want to have on my bookshelf. But I'm excited. I love that. I love it. Okay. Nora Roberts, like I said, is one of those authors that makes so many books. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Okay, next book. Peter Robinson, Abattoir Blues, the new DCI Banks novel. Interesting. Okay. Two missing boys, a stolen bolt gun, one fatal shot, 3 ingredients for murder. When DCI Banks and his team are called to investigate the theft of a tractor from a North Yorkshire village, they're far more enthusiastic about what seems to be a simple case of rural crime. Then a bloodstain is found in an abandoned hangar, 2 main suspects vanish without a trace, and events take a darkly sinister turn. As each lead does little to unravel the mystery, Banks feels like the case is coming to a dead end, until a road accident reveals some alarming evidence, which throws the investigation to a frightening new level. Someone is trying to cover their tracks. Someone with very deadly intent. Ooh! Okay, so we have another thriller murder mystery book here. I feel like this one definitely sounds a lot more intriguing than this one. But I wouldn't say that I'm like super intrigued by it, but I will definitely give it a try. Like I said, I am in my thriller era right now, and I absolutely love anything thriller-esque, so I will definitely give it a try. Hopefully it's good. Okay, moving on. Let's see what else is in here. Ooh, we have a rather small book. The Fell by Sarah Moss. At dusk on a November evening in 2020, a woman slips out of her garden gate and turns up the hill. Kate is in isolation, but she can't take it anymore. The closeness of the air in her small house, the confinement, and anyway, the moor will be deserted at this time. Nobody need ever know. But Kate's neighbor Alice sees her leaving, and Matt, Kate's son, soon realizes she's missing. And Kate, who planned only a quick solitary walk, a breath of open air, falls and badly injures herself. What began as a furtive walk has turned into a mountain rescue operation. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's the book, and it is a shorty. It is a shorty, so I love that. I love a short book in between books just to keep me out of a reading slump, so I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Okay, let's see what's next. I think we only have 2 more books. Oh, I'm sad. Okay. The Murder Book. Okay, you are reeling me in. By Mark Billingham, a Tom Thorne and Nicola Tanner thriller. Thorne's worst nightmare is coming home. Oh, that sounds so good. It sounds so good. Okay, let's see what this book is all about. In Nicola Tanner and Phil Hendricks, Thorne has good friends by his side. He finally has a love life worth a damn and is happy in a job to which he's devoted his life. Hunting the woman responsible for a series of grisly murders, Thorne has no way of knowing that he will be plunged into a nightmare from which he may never wake. Don't tell me he marries the psycho. Finally, Thorne's past has caught up with him, and a ruinous secret is about to be revealed. If he wants to save himself and his friends, he must do the unthinkable. A master of psychology, a brilliant thriller, a gripping, grisly read. Oh, this sounds so good. Thriller book sounds the best out of the 3 thriller books that we've gotten so far. Oh, I love this. Love it. It's kind of a thick book, but I'm here for it. It sounds really, really good. And I feel like maybe his wife is going to be weird. A little weird there. Okay, let's see. Last book, you guys. Last one in the second chapter crate. And last one in this haul, you guys. I'm so sad. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Speaking of like books and Anne Frank and The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, this is also a book that I wanted to read, and also a movie. I think it's a movie as well that I wanted to watch. The Tattooist of Auschwitz, based on the powerful true story of Lel Sokolov by Heather Morris. Oh my gosh. I'm excited. I'm excited, but I'm also a little sad. Like, I have like chills right now because I know this is going to be such a sad book. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas was done exceptionally well, but it was also really, really sad. And I love learning about this time and just learning about the hate and the way that they treated the Jews back then. I mean, it's honestly just astounding to me and just shocking how they treated them just because they were different from them. It's crazy to me. And I've heard so many good things about this book. I've heard so many good things about the movie or the series or whatever it is. I'm not sure which one it is. But I'm happy. I am happy to have this in my arsenal, and I know I'll be a little anxious getting into this book and reading it. I already feel anxious about it, but I know it's going to be good, and it's going to be great because it's literally based on a true story, and wow. Wow, just wow. And so the dedication says, "To the memory of Lel Sokolov, thank you for trusting me to tell your and Gita's story." Oh my goodness. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I'm going to read the blurb. "I tattooed a number on her arm. She tattooed her name on my heart. In 1942, Lel Sokolov arrived in Auschwitz-Birkenau. I'm sorry, I know I mispronounced that. He was given the job of tattooing the prisoners marked for survival, scratching numbers into his fellow victims' arms in indelible ink to create what would become one of the most potent symbols of the Holocaust. Waiting in line to be tattooed, terrified and shaking, was a young girl. For Lel, a dandy, a Jack the lad, a bit of a chancer, it was love at first sight. and he was determined not only to survive himself, but to ensure this woman, Jita, did too. So begins one of the most life-affirming, courageous, unforgettable, and human stories of the Holocaust, the love story of the tattooist of Auschwitz. You guys, this has captured my heart. This has captured my freaking heart, and I am so ready to dive into this book. I hope that this makes my winter reads because I already want to dive into it. Like, I'm having a mixture of happiness and sadness all wrapped into one right now, you guys, and it's just, the feels are crazy right now. The feels are crazy. Second chapter crate, you outdid yourself with this last book. I am so excited to have this book in my arsenal, and I can't wait to get my hands on it and read it. Okay, you guys. Anyways, you guys, those are all of the books that we got from the second chapter crate. Now, my thoughts on it. My thoughts. I don't feel like I got the best books, but then again, this is their first time sending me books. I know that I am allowed to update the genre, so if I'm like more specific, so the more specific you are, the better they're going to be at curating your book box. So just by putting romance, I feel like if I go in and say like, vampire romance, fantasy romance, historical romance, contemporary romance, things like that is going to help narrow down what I'm looking for. So I think I'm going to have to do that. So we got The Tattoo of Auschwitz. We got, what, 3 thrillers here? 3 thrillers. And out of the 3, the one that I am most curious about reading is the murder book. That one sounds really good to me. Obviously the Nora Robber books sounds really good. The Reader sounds good. And then the Tattooist of Auschwitz. Also, I would say The Fell sounds good. So 5 out of the 8 books are actually really intriguing to me. So I would say that's a pretty good win. So the other 3 books here are the ones that I really didn't care that much for, and I don't know if I'll get around to reading them. If I don't, then I will definitely just give them to a free little library here in my neighborhood. But at least I have 5 books that I am definitely happy with. So I would say they did pretty well, and I can't wait to see what they have to offer for their December box for me. We have come to the end of this book haul, you guys. Such a bittersweet end. Such a bittersweet end. I'm feeling really antsy inside just because of that last book, you guys. It's definitely getting a hold on my heart, and I'm already feeling sad, and I haven't even read it yet. But you guys, we got so many books. So many books. Look at all of these books. Oh my gosh. I'm hoping the stack doesn't fall. I'm hoping the stack doesn't fall. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so these are all of the lovely books I have accumulated over the past couple of months. You guys, now I need to scan all of these books into my library and get them on my beautiful shelf. I just did a bookshelf reorganization video today, so my shelves are beautiful and neatly organized, and so there's no better way than to end out this video by scanning all of these books into my library and putting them up on my shelves in their designated spaces. So I'm going to let the music play, but before I do that, I am going to end out the video here. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. I definitely have so many more book hauls coming soon to you guys. Don't forget to check out my last bookshelf reorganization video, you guys. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. But if you want to stick around, I'm going to let the music play. I'm going to scan all of these lovely books into my bookshelf. I'm going to let some festive music play because we are in the month of December. So why not have some festive holiday vibes? And yeah, you guys, I will see you guys in my next haul. Bye, guys. and picking one up for your own library. I absolutely love this thing, and what book girly doesn't want to pretend to be a librarian in her own home? It is so much fun, you guys, and I've said this before, but I used to pretend to be a librarian when I was younger. I would literally grab something and act like it was a scanner and go to my bookshelves and act like I was checking out books to customers. Like, that was my favorite pastime growing up when I was a kid, aside from playing with Barbies. And yes, the secret is out. I used to pretend to be a librarian when I was younger, and it was so much fun. So the fact that I actually get to pretend to be a librarian as an adult is so much fun. I would absolutely love to be a librarian. So yeah, I don't know, maybe that's a profession in the future, something that I can look forward to. But yeah, I will leave a link down below to this scanner. I got it off of Amazon. I know it was no more than like $35, so I'll leave a link down below to that. I'll also leave a link down below to the app that I use on my computer, which is called Libib. And with Libib, I'm able to add all of these books into my library. It counts the books for me, letting me know how many books I have in my library, and it's just a really great way for me to keep count of my books because, as you know, I buy a lot of books, you guys, so I can tend to purchase books twice. I have been known to do that, but now that I have this app, I'm actually able to say, hey, you know what, did I already buy that book? And I can go and look and see if I bought it already. So it's really a really great way for me to keep track of the books that I own, so I'm not repurchasing books over and over. Yeah, I thought I would let you guys know that. That is everything. So now I have a couple of books here that this ISB number isn't going to work, so I'm going to have to look up the ISB numbers for these books. So I'm going to do that, and then I